I'm actually going to my own friend miss, so the timing of this has worked out really, really well. I'm gonna prime my skin first. I had a little treat myself moment at Mecca and I bought myself a new foundation and a new moisturizer. So to prime, I'm gonna use the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is just the best. Like, as far as moisturizer for under makeup goes, there's just nothing like it. It's the most beautiful thing. So I'm just gonna work this into the skin. I have oilier skin, but I just find a thicker moisturizer just creates that nicer hydrating barrier between your skin and the makeup. And especially if you're going out for New Year's or having like an all-day Christmas thing, you want your makeup to last. So a good like heavy thick moisturizer is gonna help with that. I'm gonna let the moisturizer sink in and do its thing, and I'm gonna go with the eyes. I personally, I know it's like different for everyone, I like doing the eyes first, especially for doing a kind of liner moment or a glitter moment. It just stops that from going everywhere. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Power Plush concealer. I'm also setting the eye with a little bit of setting powder just so that it doesn't crease. I wonder if I can pull you in closer. Yeah, okay, I feel like that's better. For the eyes, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Spice palette. It's one of their Christmas holiday edition palettes, but it's just got the most beautiful like matte browns and gold shimmery shades, which is just gonna be perfect for this look. I'm using the Tennille J number 6 all over eye blender. It's this really nice kind of fluffy blending brush. And I'm gonna start just by taking the lightest light brown from this palette, and we're running that all over the lid. And I'm kind of flicking it out at the ends as well. And then I'm going to use the same brush because I always use the same brush because I'm lazy. I'm going to take the shade on the other side. It's like a medium brown. It looks like it's got shimmer in it, but I feel like it's the kind of shimmer that won't actually show up on the eye, so it'll be fine. And I'm going to tap that into the outer corner and then just buffing it into that first shade. And then the last color, this little dark brown in the corner. I'm taking that on a teeny tiny little like flat shader brush. This is the Morphe Ariel A18. This is probably one of my most used brushes. So I'm taking that dark brown shade. We're running that along the lash line, just really close to the lashes. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this shade in the middle, this like beautiful like gold shimmery moment. Does it have a name? B2, that's boring. And I'm tapping that in the center of the lid. Oh my god, I've used too much. Ah! And I'm like kind of blending it into the front of the eye. Okay, that's stunning. And then we're gonna use a little bit of liner. I am looking for some drama, so I'm using a black, but you can absolutely use a brown or even just a cream in the waterline. But I'm gonna tightline my upper and lower lash line with a black liner. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Kyliner. This is the best pencil liner I have ever used. It's so creamy and so pigmented. I've never used something, look how quickly and how black that is. A lot of people talk really badly about Kylie Cosmetics, and I honestly, personally, I feel like it's the one Kardashian brand to me that's actually really, really good. The lip liners and the eyeliners are just like the best I've ever used. Look how black that is. And the other side. I'm taking that teeny tiny little brush that I used in the lash line, and I'm just going over that lash line again, because now that we've got the black in the waterline, it kind of smudges up a little bit and gives you that nice smoky liner effect. Then taking a liquid eyeliner, this is the NYX Cosmetic. This is one of their like Beetlejuice eyeliners, but it's a liquid liner on one side and a solid chrome on the other, but I'm just gonna use the liquid liner side. But what I'm gonna do with this, I'm just gonna drag out from my bottom waterline into a nice straight wing, and then connect it to that outer third of the eye. Ah! Oh no, what have I done? I was trigger happy on the liner. I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and clean that up. Oh my god, I'm having a nightmare with my wings today. Okay, I fixed. Did I? They look a bit uneven. And that is why we do eyes first, because that was a hot mess express. I'm also then gonna take that same liner and I'm just gonna do a little bit in the inner corner, just to give us a little bit more of that flick. My wings are being difficult today. We're just gonna live off love. I think close enough is close enough. I'm then gonna curl the lashes and add a bit of mascara. I'm using the Firework Waterproof from Maybelline. I usually use the regular Firework. I've been loving that mascara recently, but it doesn't hold a curl. Like it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. So I'm hoping the Firework will. The Firework, I'm hoping the Waterproof will, but it's fresh, so it's gonna be really wet. New mascara is the worst mascara. And I'm mascaraing my top and bottom lashes. Bottom lashes I just kind of press and flick away. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm also gonna add a lash. I'm using these little half lashes from Shein, so I'm gonna go apply those and I'll be right back. Okay, I've zoomed back out a little bit, but the lash really just pulls it all together and gives you that really beautiful, like smoky pizzazz moment. You know what I'm saying. I'm getting a few little breakouts and things, which is really annoying me, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now we did already, like I already primed the skin with a bit of moisturizer, but I like to use a little bit of like a glowy primer as well. I'm using the Saie Glowy Super Gel. This has been my absolute favorite new product that I've tried this year. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. It gives you that really beautiful like reflective glow rather than it being super sparkly, which I love because some products, they give you a sparkle and like I don't want glitter on the face. I want it to be just that glow from within kind of moment. I had another treat yourself moment at Mecca and I bought the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've used this before and I love it. My favorite foundation is actually the NARS Radiant. When I am breaking out and I want something a little bit more full coverage, this is my favorite. So I'm using the shade Santa Fe Medium 2. This might be a little bit dark for me solely again because my tan has faded a little bit, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still good. I like to apply my foundation with my fingers first, so just getting a really thin layer on the skin. Oh no, this color looks good. Oh my god, I ran out of clips, so I haven't done my fringe yet and it's in the way. And then I'm taking my favorite foundation brush. This is the Tennille J base brush. And I'm just gonna use that to start buffing this product in. I don't really use sponges very much anymore. I'm like 100,000% a brush girl, especially because I am someone that has more acne and I'm like prone to breakouts. Whenever I use a sponge, I just find that the sponge takes the product straight off all the areas where I actually want the coverage. So I have been converted to brushes and I just don't think I'll ever go back, honestly. The biggest pitfall of being a brush person though is like having to actually clean your brushes because I'm really bad for that. That looks good. Don't you love a good base day? And then I'm gonna do bronzer. I'm using the LYS No Limits bronzer in the shade Harmony. I think it's the second lightest shade. Cheat. I love the pointed tip because you can really get a skinny line on the nose. I don't always like applying products straight on the face, but this is so creamy and so blendable. It's fine. Like you'll be so fine if you put this on your face. I'm gonna use this Caia Cosmetics F13 brush. It's like a flat buffer brush. And just use that to start stamping this into the skin. It just blends out so easily. I'm going over all the edges with that foundation brush that I used before, just so we don't look crazy. For cream blush, I'm using this one from Patrick Tar, Not Too Much. I bought this on Cult Beauty ages ago, and then because it was like impossible to get in Australia, now Australia has it and I've barely used it, so I wasted money on that for no reason. But it's beautiful. I'm gonna start with the cream shade, and I'm taking my Tennille J Base and Buff brush and just applying that on the tops of my cheeks. I love this color blush because especially when you're doing a more intense eye, you don't always want to go really strong on the face and the lips because then it can just look like a little bit too intense, like too crazy. I'm actually running so late for front mess, but what are you gonna do? The glam has to glam. I'm gonna take my Kylie Cosmetics concealer again and I'm gonna do a little bit under the eyes. I've been a huge fan of doing concealer last recently because it just makes your blush and bronzer always look a little bit cleaner and a little bit more snatched. I've got this pimple like right on my lip line. It's so annoying. Any pimple around the mouth area is usually just the most painful, ridiculous thing on the planet Earth. Like they're so annoying. While that concealer is sitting, I'm gonna do my brows. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Before I blend, I'm gonna give my face a little bit of a spritz with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I said a little spritz, a big spritz. And I'm taking my Sigma Soft Coverage Concealer Brush. This is my favorite concealer brush and I looked on their website the other day and I think they've discontinued it. So Sigma, if you see this, you won't, but if you see this, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bring it back, please. I've never had a brush blends out my concealer so easily, so evenly, feels so soft on the face. RIP, you will be missed. Had I known it was about to get got, I would have bulked up, you know what I mean? I'm realizing I might be overdoing the glam for a friend miss, but if you're not glamming, what are you doing, you know? If I'm not the glam friend, then what was the point of anything? What was the point of being alive? I watched The Grinch the other night because The Grinch is like my absolute favorite Christmas movie ever. I watch it every single year. My life aspiration is to be Martha May, Bouvier. Always looks incredible. Like every single scene she's in, she's serving a new look and I want that to be me. So sometimes you've just got to put in the work. Now we're gonna set all of our creams with powders. So I'm gonna start with bronzer. I'm gonna use the Hoolla bronzer from Benefit She's just my reliable go-to, and I'm using it with the Morphe Ariel A22. I like using a nice big fluffy brush to set my bronzer. Can't explain why. I don't want a lot of pigment, but I just want to set it in place, so I just find a nice light fluffy brush is perfect for this. I'm just gonna connect my nose into my eye just so that it looks a little bit more seamless. And then powder blush, I'm using that same Patrick Tar blush and then the same brush as well. Oh my god, that is a tongue twister. Patrick Tar blush and blush brush. Slightly. For setting powder, I'm using the Makeup by Mario setting powder in the shade Fair Pink. I only bought this recently and I have really been liking it because it sets your face without being overly matte or overly shiny. It's a really beautiful in between. So I'm just working that into the palm of my hand just to make sure that the powder puff is coated evenly. I will say the only thing I don't like about the Mario powder is the packaging. Where the powder comes out of, it just pretty much all comes out. So you tip it upside down and like the entire package of powder is at the top. So I know everyone like hates on the Huda powder because the net is really hard to get powder out of, but I would prefer that to this because I'm worried that I'm gonna lose all of my product one day. Like I'm gonna tip it upside down and it's all gonna fall out. And I'm just setting everywhere that I didn't set before. Beautiful, stunning, incredible. Look at the difference. It's just gonna do it for me every time. My camera was having a moment, so I just set the other half of my face. I'm gonna go back in with the eyes because I wanna just do a little bit of shadow under my lower lash line. So I'm going back in with that palette. I'm gonna use that medium brown shade that we used in the outer corner. Taking it on like a nice, small little fluffy brush. But I'm just gonna run that under this lash line. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlight. I saw this on TikTok actually. I'm gonna take the Saie Dewy Star Glow again. I think I'm gonna apply it on a sponge. And apparently this looks really beautiful over top of your makeup as well. So I'm just gonna try it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I was worried it would lift. For lips, the eye is so intense. I'm just gonna do something really simple on the lips. So I'm taking the Caia Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Nougat. I love this. It's like a really beautiful nude brown. Normally I'd put a lipstick down and then a gloss, but I'm running so late I can't even be bothered trying to find a lipstick that I like. What I am gonna do is take the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss in the shade Flirty. This is brand new, like I've not even opened it yet. I'm really excited to try this. It's meant to be this really beautiful like pink high shine shimmer. Oh, that wand is beautiful. It's got a nice amount of color in it too. That is so cute. You know what's not cute? The pimple right beside my lip line. I think that's the makeup basically done. I'm gonna go finish my hair and I'll be right back. And that is the makeup all completed. That's it. I hope you enjoy this look. It's super glam, super glittery. It's gonna last you all night, especially like if you're out at a work party or a Christmas party or New Year's. It's not going anywhere and it looks super slay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope everyone has the most incredible holidays ever. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see from me, if you like these kind of videos, if you want some more tutorials. Like I'm so open to doing whatever. So if there's anything in particular you want to learn, let me know in the comments and I will make it happen for you. Anyway, I hope to see you guys more on here. I obviously don't post very much on like actual YouTube videos, but I want to. That is like one of my New Year's resolutions, is to make sure that I am showing up for you guys hopefully once a week. That's the plan, but we'll see how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.